We're here at the Wendell Country Club for the Rotary Club meeting. With me here is Johnny Whitfield. And Johnny is a Rotarian and also the editor of the local Eastern Wake News. So Johnny, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here with us today. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Rotary Club and just wanted to ask you, what is the Rotary Club and what does it mean to you to be a Rotarian?
Rotary is a business professional organization, and so we bring our members together based in part on their profession. We try not to be a group of lawyers or newspaper editors or doctors, but we try to have people from a variety of professions, and so we bring a diverse group of people together, and then we're a service organization, and so we do community service projects here in Wendell and throughout Eastern Wake County. We do service projects across the state of North Carolina and even around the world. And so right here in Wendell, we're involved in projects that expand all over the world.
Right, so it's just people really that care about their community and want to do good things for Wendell, Eastern Wake County.
That's right, and a lot of the things that we do are focused on Eastern Wake County. We provide scholarships to high school seniors that are going off to college. We also use some grant funds that we receive every year to buy library books for our local elementary schools. We work with the Interact Club out at East Wake High School, which is sort of a high school version of Rotary, and help teenagers learn about the value of service and service projects and helping their community. And so a lot of the things that we do are tied to Wendell and Eastern Wake County.
Right, yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about those things that you just mentioned, like the Interact Club. Understand, they've got a good club at East Wake High School with a lot of young people. You are planting seeds for future Rotarians.
We are very excited about the Interact Club.
Right.
That has been a relatively small organization over the past several years, and they've seen a lot of growth, particularly in the past year. And the number of things that they can do, the number of projects that they can be involved in when their numbers get larger is really remarkable. And they have been much more active this year as a club, really than they ever have been as long as I've been in the Wendell Rotary Club.
Right.
And so we're really excited about that, and that I think that's a function of several different things, from recombining East Wake High School into one school
Right.
as opposed to the 4 small schools. I also think it's a function of the new advisor that they have, who has been a real source of energy for those young people, and I think it's also a credit to the students who have been the leaders of that organization, who really wanted to see that club grow and leave something behind for the next group of students that are going to be a part of that. So I cannot wait for next August to start.
Oh, that's going to be great. So this club is really, you help that club.
We serve as a sort of a sponsoring organization, yes, and our Rotary Club and the Zebulon Rotary Club jointly sponsor the Interact Club at East Wake High School, and we have members of our Rotary Clubs who attend the meetings and attend the events that they participate in, and sort of make that connection. And there are times when Rotarians can help the Interactors with a project that they're doing.
Right, and they can help you all.
There's also times when they help us. That's
Absolutely.
exactly right. One of the things that we do is the bell ringing for the Salvation Army, and I love to get those teenagers out there.
Right.
You should hear them sing Christmas carols.
Right. And it's really good, like I said, to plant those seeds. I read one of you're a great writer, because I went on the website, the Wendell Rotary website, and I saw your archive of newsletters. And, it was talking about all the different things that you do. And I really enjoyed going through the archive, and I really suggest that our viewers go on that website and read some of the things, to even dive into it more about the great things that y'all do, because your writing is good and it really brings it to life. So, but the ringing of the bell, I know that y'all do that. We just had a program here at the Rotary meeting. I know every Rotary meeting you have a different program of interest, and we talked about the Boys and Girls Home at Lake Waccamaw.
I am here to talk to you about the Boys and Girls Home of North Carolina, but I have to tell you that what's most important about that is the fact what they give the kids there. They give structure and discipline to the kids, so that in fact that turns into hope. They also throw in a little love from the counselors and the house parents there. In 1964, Social Services of Scotland County decided that for me and my brother, we would be better served out of this dysfunctional family and into a home. So on January the 2nd, 1964, Social Service took me to the Boys and Girls Home of North Carolina. Since the Rotary Cottage was built in 1966, and the irony of this, I'm your chairperson for the Boys and Girls Home of North Carolina. I was one of the first 16 boys to go into the Rotary Cottage, I tell folks in my club that you as a Rotarian are responsible for me. Many of them will not admit that. But Rotary has made a great deal of difference to the home. I think there's some number of over 5,000 kids that have been touched and their lives have been changed by the Boys Home.
We meet every week on Tuesdays, and we spend the first half of our hour-long meeting having lunch and fellowshipping, and then the second half of the meeting is a program, and we try to bring different people to our meetings each week to talk to us about any wide variety of things. They could be a community. We may have someone from the public library come and speak to us about the services that they offer. We may have someone within Rotary come and talk to us about a program that is run district-wide, like the Boys and Girls Home of North Carolina. But we always have a program that we hope is either educational or entertaining, and we want our members to leave here feeling like they really invested good time in the last hour.
Right. And so y'all meet weekly, and I know that there is a conception that people think that you have to come every week. Tell us a little bit about that too, to get people to know and to understand.
We do have a membership requirement, and it is enforced on a club by club basis, and it's not as stringent as some people may feel like it needs to be. We understand that Rotary is a part of people's lives. It's not their entire life. We all have work to do. We all have families to take care of, and we all have community service to commit. And so we realize that everybody's not going to be at every meeting, and there are opportunities to make up meetings. If you miss one, you can go visit another club,
which is kind of interesting because you could bring back all kinds of great ideas.
Right, you do.
Doing that way.
You really do.
Right.
And and if your attendance is not perfect, it's not you're not going to get spanked. You're not going to get in trouble. But
however, I remember you saying, and it's so true, you do get out what you put in.
We do. We encourage people to attend because exactly as you say, you get out of it what you put into it. And so, we want people to enjoy the fellowship. I think the members of our club, if you ask every one of them, would say that every other member of our club is their friend. And we want friends. Who doesn't want a bunch of friends that they see every week?
Absolutely. So it's a great civic club. You're doing great things for your community, but you're also getting so much more back.
Internationally, we're involved in the Youth Exchange Program, which brings high school students from other countries here, and we also send high schoolers to other countries to live for a school year, and it's a great cultural experience. We're also involved in some clean water projects that it's just remarkable. We turn our taps on and get water, but it's remarkable how many places you just can't do that, and you have to walk a mile or 5 miles or whatever the distance may be to get a jug of water, and you've got to turn around and do it again the next day to have water. And so Rotary is involved in things like that. And then our signature effort, I think, is polio, and we're trying to eradicate polio, and we are down to 3 countries in the world that have endemic polio cases, and we are so close to getting rid of that illness all over the world. And we are close enough that I feel like I'm going to see it in my lifetime, and that's exciting.
That is very exciting. Well, I can see that Rotary does a lot of good things. We're so glad that you have this Rotary Club, which is just celebrated its 80th year
right.
here in Wendell just last year and still going strong. So thank you, Johnny, for being a
Thank you.
Rotarian, and thank you for coming out and speaking with us today about the Wendell Rotary Club.
Thank you. I appreciate it.